Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. Welcome to the What is Life, the What is Life podcast. Welcome to the What is Life, the What is Life podcast. Welcome to the What is Life, the What is Life podcast, yeah. Welcome back to the What is Life podcast. Yes, it's your boy, your host, Sensei Spees in the building. Yes, Mr. Cronkite himself. And I want to say welcome to season 2 of the What is Life podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, visionaries all over the world, I cannot believe that we are here at this juncture, at this moment in time. Season 2, episode 1 of the What is Life podcast. We would not be here without you. However you're listening, however you're watching, I want to say thank you. I love you, because without you, the What is Life podcast would not even exist. Season 2 would not even be here right now where it is without you. So just know season 2 is going to be special. We're getting deeper. We're diving into more aspects of life, and we're leveling up at the same time, ladies and gentlemen. We're leveling up at the same time. And as always, you must know, Pal Pullen is in attendance. Yes, indeed, he is in his spot. He is cooling. He is happy to be back. And he's excited for the What is Life podcast. He's excited for season 2 and everything that we're about to be getting into. How'd y'all like season 1? Are you feeling it? If you're a new visionary here, I want to say thank you. If you're a first time listener, awesome. Welcome. Took you long enough, but you're here. Man, this life, this journey, it's crazy sometimes, because I don't know about you all, but sometimes I still feel like I'm 5 years old. Even when I look in the mirror, I still feel like I'm that little kid. I have that spirit. I have that energy. And, as a kid, you want it all now. When I say it, I mean the life that you wish that you could live. You want your own place, your own car, your own this, your own that, your own family. Right? And then we get to our teenage years. We think we have it all figured out. Then we get into our 20s, and then we're like, man. Then we're in our 30s, 40s, 50s. And we see how fast life is really happening. And yet we still feel like, yo, I'm still that little kid. Now, the beauty in that is, as kids, our imagination, our power to really visualize was probably at its peak. We were exposed to a lot of everything is new at the time. And we're in a trance, we're basically, wherever everything we're doing, we're just observing. We're recording, we're watching, we're learning how to behave, we're reacting, and we're learning. Keyword learning. Well, life is a learning process. And for some of us, we get to a certain age and we just say, fuck it. Life is what it is. I'm not learning no new shit. I'm sticking to my routine, my plan. And then there's some of us who adapt with the times and still rely on the tools that we've learned in the past, the lessons that we learned in the past. Because honestly, we are all like computers. We receive information, we spew out information, but we're so much more complex because we are conscious, we are aware, and we have emotions and feelings. And in this journey of life, we have all these different energies, all these different aspects around us that are influencing us constantly. And there's two things that we can visibly see with our own eyes. That is the sun and that is the moon. At least that's what popular culture refers to it as, these objects in the sky. The moon controls the tides, the waters, the emotions, impulsive behaviors, this, that, and the third. The sun is the I am, our ego, what we desire, what we really want to do in this world. It all is going to reflect back on how we feel. And we act out our emotions through our actions. Or we refrain them. We hold them down. But it's important to know that the moon travels throughout the zodiac at an average of 2.5 days. So what I'm saying is it spends 2.5 days in each house. And there's 12 houses in the zodiac. So just knowing that little bit of information, it gives us the chance to really co-create, harness these energies, and use them to our advantage. Instead of us being on the reaction of these energies that are influencing us. Because when we act off of our emotions sometimes, it can be viewed as or taken as irrational. Nobody likes to be viewed as irrational. You can't trust an irrational person. An irrational person can't even trust themselves. But in this current day and age, especially at this time, we really want to check our emotions. A lot of us might be starting new jobs, new opportunities in life, and it's like, you know, you're ready for it, but there's some things you have to give up. There's some old ways that you really have to karate chop off. There's some shit you really got to dead off. Some shit you really have to release. And when we let go of something, especially that we have an emotional attachment to, it's going to sting a little. It's going to hurt. Because we're going to remember all the joy it brought us. But at the same time, we still understand that whatever we are releasing, it's no longer serving us. It really has no purpose. So we're holding on to dead weight, which creates blockage. It can create blockage within the self. Like if you're trying to grow spiritually, but you're still holding grudges, or you're still having desires that you seek. Not that that's a good, I mean, there's good desires, there's bad desires, whatever you view as. But what I'm saying is, we want to remain centered at this time. Because all of us, we are temples, we're pyramids. We are knowledgeable beings on this earth. We are all conscious. We all have the same opportunities, whether you know it or not. Because listen, we all overcome a struggle. We are all suffering here on this earth. But somehow we overcome. That's why at the end of the day, we are all able to relate. We all just experienced a global pandemic. And even if you think it's a hoax, then we all just experienced a hoax. If you're here today and listening to this right now, that means we made it through both. However way you want to perceive it, we just went through a world event together. And we've seen the changes that has been brought with it. There are new normals now. If you walk into a store without a mask, people are going to look at you crazy. Depends on your type of conditioning. That's why it's so important to remember what we're being influenced by. So if you watch the news all day and you hear all these reports, burp, 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 you're going to cling to those words. It's like you're conditioning your subconscious, which is always recording. So it's season 2. This is the time that we're really going to break old cycles and really start building on the foundations that we've laid down in season 1. And the people that you hang around, make sure that they're really down for you. Make sure that that even all your relationships are solid. If you're able to dish it out with someone, let both of your truths, what you think is true, be known, and still be able to reconcile, still be able to have love for each other, still be able to laugh, high five, juke and jive, all that. Those are the people that you need, because those are the ones that are going to uplift you, get you to the next level, and really be that person that you say you want to be. That's why this year, every action you take, if you're really trying to get it, if you really mean what you say, if you're really putting in that work, this is the year you're going to see the power of speaking things into existence. This might be the year that you master transmutation of energy. Learning how to create and harness the energy of Pisces when the moon's in Pisces. Being able to use the energy of Aries to attract the abundance that you want and that you need, just by simply sitting down, meditating with intentions of what you really want in this world. Because we're here for such a short time. But the power that is here on this earth is abundance. It's abundant. And you are able to harness it all. And you can do great things. Not only for yourself, but for others. Because to only live for yourself, that creates suffering. It really does. Because that would mean that you're overly selfish, overly greedy. You'll cut and stab anyone in the back just so you can get that extra plate. Because you can't see that the plate is big enough for everyone to eat off of. That's this beautiful earth that we live on. Like, aren't there tectonic plates inside this earth? I'm sure there are. We learned that in school, right? I know we did. Why is it that, every time I see little kids play, they're always digging in the dirt? And I know when I was a kid, I did that. Dogs do it. Cats do it. There's something about going within. It's crazy because there's so much power when you go within. We think all the answers are outside of us, but it's all within. My greatest power, one of them at least, is being able to listen. Because when I meditate, when I make affirmations, when I say I want this and I'm on the path of getting there, it's the people that I love the most who affirm my beliefs. See, people go on YouTube and search whatever they search for just to validate what they already think. If your own flesh and blood's already validating what you believe and have faith in, that just shows you that we are all really co-creating in this world. That we are all really going through, situations that we're constantly overcoming. But the more we're centered, the more we're grounded, the higher we can rise. So season 2 is going to be fun. It's going to be a blast. Also, if you ordered a Spooky Vision shirt, shout out to you. I love you. Dalton, your shirt should be there Monday, aka tomorrow. Can't wait for that. Man, and I'm just excited for season 2. Excited for season 2. A lot of energy work we're going to be dealing with. I love y'all, and stay tuned for episode 2 of the What is Life podcast. As always, this is your boy, your host, Sensei Speeds. Stay tuned. See you next episode.